Right here on the Nevada and California border sits a town that millions of people have passed through, but almost nobody stops here anymore. This is Primm, Nevada. And after decades of casinos, roller coasters, outlet malls, concerts, buffets, and road trip memories, this town is officially shutting down. On July 4th, 2026, Primm will effectively become a ghost town. Today, I'm exploring what's left of Primm while we still can, and taking a look back at the history of Whiskey Pete's, Buffalo Bill's, and Primm Valley Resort, the three casinos that once turned this desert exit into one of the biggest travel stops between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. Let's go explore the final days of Primm. Primm sits about 40 miles south of Las Vegas, right along Interstate 15. If you grew up driving from California to Vegas, chances are you stopped here at least once, maybe for gas, food, maybe the outlet mall, or maybe to ride the Desperado roller coaster. At one point, this place was packed 24/7 with tourists making the drive into Vegas. But now, most of the casinos are closed, the mall is mostly empty, and the crowds are gone. And today, Primm Valley is the last casino still operating here. Originally, this area wasn't even called Primm. It was called State Line because it literally sits right on the Nevada-California border. The town was renamed after Ernest Primm, one of the developers responsible for helping turn this desert stop into a casino destination. Back in the late 1970s and 80s, Vegas tourism was exploding, and developers realized something important. People driving from California would stop almost anywhere before reaching Las Vegas. So they built casinos right here in the middle of the desert. First came Whiskey Pete's. Whiskey Pete's Hotel and Casino opened in 1977 and quickly became famous as the very first casino travelers would hit entering Nevada from California. The casino was themed around Whiskey Pete, an old Western bootlegger and an outlaw figure tied to the local desert legends. Over the years, Whiskey Pete's became known for cheap rooms, slot machines, arcade games, and being a classic Vegas road trip stop. But eventually, traffic patterns changed, people stopped spending hours in Primm, Vegas itself became cheaper and easier to access, and fewer travelers felt the need to stop here anymore. Whiskey Pete's officially closed its hotel operations years ago, and eventually the casino shut down too. Today, it mostly sits empty. And then came what was probably the most iconic property in Primm, Buffalo Bill's Resort and Casino. Originally known as the Tower Casino Club, it opened in 1968 and closed in 1971. In 1981, Gary Primm, who owned Whiskey Pete's Hotel and Casino on the western side of the freeway after his father, Ernest Primm, had passed away purchasing the property earlier to avoid having any competition at the border. They refurbished and reopened the property as Cactus Kate's Casino in 1984. The casino wasn't around for very long, closing in 1991 and being demolished to make way for Primm's next hotel and casino, the present-day Buffalo Bill's. Buffalo Bill's opened in 1994 and was built to be bigger, louder, and more family-friendly. And honestly, this place was wild. They had a giant arcade, a log flume ride, motion simulators, and most famously, the Desperado roller coaster. When it opened, Desperado was actually one of the tallest and fastest roller coasters in the entire world, and for years, this place was packed with families heading to Vegas. But over time, the property slowly declined, the rides closed, maintenance became expensive, visitor numbers dropped, and eventually Buffalo Bill's shut down almost entirely. Now the once famous roller coaster just sits silent in the desert. And that leaves us here, Primm Valley Casino Resort, the final casino still standing open in Primm. It was first named the Primm Madonna Resort and Casino and officially changed its name to the Primm Valley Resort and Casino on April 28, 1997. This name change happened around the same time the town State Line, Nevada was officially renamed to Primm in 1996 to honor developer Gary Primm. Walking through here feels strange, and you can tell this place used to be busy. The casino floor is still running, some restaurants are still open, but definitely feels like a town in its final chapter. This area was built around one thing, people driving to Las Vegas. But nowadays, most people just drive straight through. Vegas itself has changed too. People spend more time on the strip now, flights are cheaper, road trip culture isn't what it used to be, and unfortunately, Primm slowly became forgotten. One thing that's hard to capture in photos is just how quiet Primm has become. Even though there are still a few businesses operating, the energy that once made this place feel alive is mostly gone. You can walk through entire sections and barely see another person. This wasn't some tiny roadside stop. At one time, Primm was one of the busiest tourism destinations outside of Las Vegas itself. Millions of people drove through here every year. Now standing here today, it's hard to imagine just how crowded this place used to be. One of the strangest and most famous attractions still inside Primm Valley Casino Resort is the actual Bonnie and Clyde death car. This bullet-riddled 1934 Ford V8 that Bonnie and Clyde were killed in back in 1934 is still on display inside the casino today. Along with the car, you can also see pieces of memorabilia from the infamous outlaw duo, including Clyde's blood-stained shirt. It's honestly surreal, seeing such a massive piece of American crime history sitting right in the middle of a nearly empty casino in the desert. Another huge part of Primm's success was the outlet mall. For years, people would stop here specifically to shop before heading to Las Vegas or on their way back to California. The mall featured major brands and attracted thousands of visitors every week. But today, most of the stores are gone. Walking through here almost feels like stepping back in time. You can still see signs of what used to be, but the crowds that once filled these hallways have now disappeared. It's honestly one of the most visible reminders of how much this town has changed. Today, one of the only stores left in Primm is Sandy Thrift, the lone survivor inside the once bustling Prism Outlet Mall. What was once a thriving shopping destination filled with dozens of outlet stores has been reduced to a single tenant, making Sandy Thrift the only store still operating in the abandoned mall. Despite the decline of both the outlet center and the town itself, Sandy Thrift still continued to attract travelers looking for unique finds and bargain prices. Even as Primm prepares for a major turning point with the closure of Primm Valley Resort and several other remaining businesses, on July 4, 2026, Sandy Thrift has expressed its intentions to remain open and continue serving visitors. In many ways, the thrift store has become a symbol of resilience, standing as a final retail holdout in a town that was once one of the busiest stops between Las Vegas and Southern California. So why exactly did Primm collapse? I think it's really a combination of things. First, competition. Las Vegas became bigger and cheaper than ever. Second, travel habits changed. People don't stop in small casino towns the way they used to. And third, a lot of attractions here simply aged out. The roller coasters closed, the outlet malls closed, maintenance costs increased, and once fewer people stopped coming, everything started snowballing. It's honestly kind of sad because places like this used to be a huge part of the Vegas road trip experience. The only thing on the California side is the Lotto store. It has been one of Primm's most unique attractions for decades, drawing thousands of Nevada residents across the state line to buy California lottery tickets, including Powerball and Mega Millions. Because Nevada doesn't have a state lottery, the store became a popular stop for Las Vegas locals hoping to try their luck, especially when jackpots climbed into the hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars. The Lotto store is also scheduled to permanently close on July 4th, 2026. The closure marks the end of a long-standing tradition for most Nevada residents, who will now have to travel further into California to purchase lottery tickets. For years, the Lotto store was one of the busiest and most recognizable businesses in the Primm area, making its closure another sign of the town's dramatic decline. There's something really eerie about Primm, because it's not fully abandoned, but it also doesn't feel alive anymore. It feels frozen in time. And once July 4th, 2026 arrives, this chapter of Vegas history officially comes to an end. Whether you stopped here for the roller coaster, the arcade, a cheap buffet, or a bathroom break on the drive to Vegas, Primm was part of a lot of people's memories, and soon it'll be just another forgotten desert town. There will be 344 employees that will lose their jobs, as well as housing that's on the property. The Desert Oasis apartments in Primm were built in 2004 during the ownership of MGM Mirage, as part of an effort to create convenient housing for employees working at Primm's 3 casino resorts. The complex consists of dozens of apartment buildings and hundreds of units located along Primm Boulevard, making it one of the largest residential developments ever constructed in a small border town. For more than 2 decades, Desert Oasis served as the heart of Primm's residential community, housing many of the casino workers and their families who kept this town running. As Primm's tourism industry declined and its casino gradually closed, the future of the apartments became uncertain. In 2026, residents were notified that the complex would close alongside the remaining casino operations, marking the end of an era for one of the last residential communities in Primm. When the desert oasis closes, it won't just be an end of an apartment complex. It will symbolize the final chapter of a community that was built to support Primm's casino boom and survived long after the crowds disappeared. It is a sad, sad day for those employees, as they will have to find a new home and new employment. At the time of this recording, Las Vegas-based trucking stop company LV Petroleum is currently negotiating to buy or take over the resorts and casinos in Primm, Nevada. The Primm family, who owns the land, is working to save the area from permanent closure, though they caution that no final deal has reached yet. The big question now is what happens next. Will these casinos ever reopen? Will someone redevelop this area? Or will Primm slowly fade away into history? No one really knows, but one thing is certain. The version of Primm that millions of travelers remember is gone. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it. And if you ever visited Primm back in the day, let me know your memories down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.